Good morning, student. In previous unit, we have discussed about the reproduction. In this unit, we will discuss about the genetics and evolution. But the evolution is not in your syllabus due to new syllabus changes during the session 2020-21. The first chapter of the second unit is the unit is genetics. The first chapter is principle of inheritance and variation. Means basically the rules of inheritance. Inheritance means the transfer of the genetic material from one generation to next generation. Means जो जेनेटिक कंपोजिशन है वो पेरेंट्स से डॉटर के अंदर, डॉटर से नेक्स्ट जनरेशन के अंदर ट्रांसफॉर्म होती रहती है. दैट इज द मोड ऑफ जेनेटिक ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन कॉल्ड इनहेरिटेंस. सो बेसिकली इन दिस चैप्टर वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट द रूल्स ऑफ द इनहेरिटेंस एंड हाउ ए ऑर्गेनिज्म गेट वेरिएशंस, कि हाउ ए डीएनए गेट चेंज, हाउ द कैरेक्टर्स आर चेंज फ्रॉम वन जनरेशन टू द नेक्स्ट जनरेशन. Basically in this chapter we will discuss about some key points like law of inheritance that are given by Mendel, so commonly known as Mendel's law. The second topic that we include in this chapter is inheritance of one gene and two genes, कि how the one gene transform their character from one generation to next generation and the how to as it is two genes are working. Next, sex determination, कि how the sex is determined into a upcoming new organism, either it is male or female. And the next topic is mutation. Mutation means change in genetic constitution, कि जो genetic constitution है उसमें कुछ change आना, that is called mutation. Next is disorders. So we are discussing about genetics. So genetic disorders, कि after the deletion or addition a gene or chromosome that causes some disease, they are known as genetic disorders. So now we will start with the first law of inheritance. Before the studying the laws of inheritance, we have to know that what is heredity or what is inheritance. The heredity means transfer of genetic materials from one to नेक्स्ट जनरेशन, कि एक जनरेशन से दूसरी जनरेशन में के अंदर जेनेटिक मटेरियल का ट्रांसफर होना, दैट इज नोन एज हेरिडिटी. नेक्स्ट इज टर्म इज जेनेटिक्स. वी हैव डिस्कस अर्लियर द स्टडी ऑफ genes, genetic and inheritance. So genetics basically is a branch of science which deals with the study of genes, genetic composition, constitution of the animal and or plant, or inheritance, the transfer of the genetic material from one generation to next generation. The term genetics is given in 19th century, starting of the 20th century, 1906, by William Batson. He gives the term genetics. Now we discuss detail about the heredity. Heredity is the transfer of the genetic material from one generation to next generation. So there are some theories about the heredity, कि how the genetic composition is transformed from one generation to the next generation. So the first theory is vapor theory. In vapor theory, it is first arise into 600 BC, means if we are calculating from current time, it is nearly 2600 years ago. A Greek philosopher, Pythagoras, said that in vapor theory about 600 BC, the Pythagoras said a organism body secretes or emitted some vapor. They secreted vapors, and these vapors forms new individuals. So this is called as vapor theory. And these new individuals having two kind of vapors from different organisms and form a new individual. Means basically केस में क्या है कि पाइथागोरस ने कहा कि जो ऑर्गेनिज्म बॉडी है, किसी भी एनिमल बॉडी है, वो प्लांट बॉडी, वो वेपर्स को फॉर्म करती है. मीन्स दैट एमिटेड वेपर्स, कि उनकी बॉडी जो है वो वेपर्स को रिलीज करेगी. दोज वेपर्स कंबाइंड एंड टू फॉर्म ए न्यू इंडिविजुअल्स. द नेक्स्ट थ्योरी इज फ्लूइड थ्योरी. Given by Aristotle. So in this theory, Aristotle said some key point. First key point, man semen having the pure blood. The man semen is a form of pure blood, and he said woman contains menstrual fluid that is not pure. So he said that the female menstrual fluid provide nourishment, and the semen of man provide the form of embryo. Means in this theory basically क्या है कि man's semen is the responsible for the new embryo. There is no role of woman in this theory. The third theory given by preformation theory. Given by A.V. Leeuwenhoek, in 1632. So Leeuwenhoek ने कहा कि said that human semen have ability to produce new young one. Here is also no role of woman into formation of new embryo, only provide nourishment. Woman body provide only nourishment. So in these three theories, basically the responsible character for the new generation is semen. They do not say that what is the real cause, how the gene transforms. They didn't explain anything about that. So these are not acceptable. Next theory is particulate theory. The next theory is particulate theory, that is given by a French biologist. Name is Mappitus. He said that each animal having ability to produce a minute particle that is responsible for reproduction. His lifespan is 70. It is the first time when a scientist saying about the gametes, a idea about the gametes. He said that each animal produce minute particle that help into the reproduction. Here the minute particles means the gametes. And he said that these minute particles having unique character from two parents. So basically the particulate theory, the first theory who discussed about the gametes, given an idea about the gametes. The next theory that is theory of pangenesis, given by Charles Darwin. In 1868, Darwin said that a pangene or gamete develop inside the body of a organism and it transfer via blood. कि चार्ल्स डार्विन ने कहा कि बॉडी के अंदर जो है गैमियोस और पेंजिन्स बनती हैं. इट इज द नेक्स्ट step after the idea of gametes formation inside the body and transfer via blood, और वो ब्लड के थ्रू ट्रांसफॉर्म होती हैं टू द रिप्रोडक्टिव सेल्स। जो गैम्यूल्स हैं वो बॉडी के अंदर डेवलप होंगे वाया ब्लड, दे ट्रांसफॉर्म इनटू द रिप्रोडक्टिव सेल्स, and these reproductive cells produce young one. So in this theory the basic concept is that a body produces gammules inside the body, that gammules transfer via blood to the reproductive cell and they produce young ones. But this theory is dismissed or disapproved by this theory is not acceptable. The reason is that in 92, a scientist, Weismann, said the germ plasm, the plasma of the germ cells are immortal. Immortal means which never dies. He said that the germ plasm is transformed from one to next generation, and this germ plasm is responsible for the transfer of the characters from one generation to the next generation. So this is about some theories that given in ancient time, but in modern time we have two bases of heredity. We have two bases that help into the study of heredity. The basis of heredity, we have two bases, one is physical and one is chemical basis of the heredity. In physical basis, the George Mendel announced in 1866 that heredity was controlled by particles called, in physical theory, George Mendel said that some particles control the characters. And these particles known as factor or germinal unit. The physical basis is given by G.J. Mendel in 1866. But Mendel didn't explain any particle name, structure means formation of the gametes, structure of the gamete, structure of the genes that is responsible for a character. So he mentioned only the some factors are responsible for the control of character. So basically, after the conclusion, we can say that gametes are the physical basis of heredity. Now we discuss about the second basis, that is chemical base. In current time, we know that the heredity is controlled by genes. The genes are the factor which control heredity. Genes are the segment on chromosome. We know this phenomena. So the chromosome made up of DNA, the deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA are the chemical basis of heredity. So the chemical basis of heredity is DNA. The DNA is transformed from parents to daughter during the gamete formation, and after gametes formation they fuse and having both characters of the male and female. So this is all about the introduction of the heredity. In next lecture we will discuss about the Mendelism, the inheritance law, that's commonly known as Mendel's law.